I've helped some of the largest companies in the world increase their business by millions and hundreds of millions of dollars. I mean, this is no joke, and I've worked all over the world. So she couldn't have been more wrong. So I went out until I was 26, knocking my head against the wall, trying to figure it out. You are creative. You've got all the creativity there is. There's no one that's more creative than another. It's just that one person's utilizing their creative ability more than another. Okay? Your effectiveness. That's controlled to an enormous degree by your paradigm. Just how effective you are. You see, your paradigm is the program that controls your behavior. And it's your behavior that dictates how effective you are. Now, as you improve your effectiveness, your productivity goes up. Now, this is all controlled by paradigms. This controls our attitude. It controls everything. Now, keep going here. It controls our logic. That's why everyone thought the Wright brothers were actually crazy. Here's two bicycle mechanics, and they're going to fly through the air. The American government had spent millions of dollars attempting to figure out how to get a plane in the air. They couldn't do it. It was believed it couldn't be done. But those two Wright brothers, they worked with the law. They had the image in their mind. They're saying, I see it, brother, I see it. They stepped aside. They didn't let logic stop them. Well, make up your mind. That's this idea of you got to be realistic, that you got to be logical is a bunch of nonsense. You don't have to be logical at all. I've been totally illogical many times, and it's helped me earn a lot of money. It's helped me have a lot of fun. You got to bust out of that. Now, the last part here, it controls your ability to earn money. You see, one of the first things I ask a person if I'm starting to work with them, what is the most you've ever earned in a year? I don't really care what the answer is. It doesn't make any difference what the answer is. But I want to know the answer because that is going to tell me where their paradigm is set. Your income is a reflection of your own paradigm. And if you want to change your income, you got to change the paradigm. Now, you may not believe that, but it's still true. Keep in mind, I've studied this every day now for 60 years, seriously study with some of the most brilliant minds in the world. Now, it almost appears as if there's a box around those areas, and every time we go to move one of them, we hit the wall and bounce back. Now, watch closely. What you want to do when you decide to change the paradigm, just the decision is made, the wall comes down. Now, that doesn't mean you've changed anything, but the wall comes down. In other words, when you go to move in that area, you're not hitting the wall. You're able to go and move. Now, think of this. I want you to just imagine for a moment. Watch this carefully. I want you to imagine how much your life will change as you begin improving any or all of these areas of your life. That change is going to be huge. It will be huge. And get this, the change is going to be permanent. This is a beautiful thing to know. Look at, when Ray gave me this book, and he got me studying it, and my income started to go up, up, up. It's never gone back. Now, I've made mistakes and lost, but I just keep moving ahead. The change is huge and it's permanent. You've often heard the saying, you can't go back. Well, that's not physically. That's mentally. You cannot go back mentally. Because you see, what you're doing is you're creating an awareness. And once you become aware, nobody can take that away from you. Once you become aware of how money's earned, nobody can take that away from you. Once you become aware of what the wealthy people really know, nobody can take that away from you. Now think about this. This is very important. Okay? If you just changed your perception, you really work at that. How could you do that? Well, I'll give you an exercise you can do. If I have a particular challenge that I'm really wrestling with and I'm not quite sure what to do, I will take my pen and I'll take a pad and I'll write out my problem as I understand it. as clear as I possibly